Hi, Doug. My name is Mike Davis. I'm a teaching pro at Shady Canyon Golf Club in Southern California. Thanks a lot for sending your video into the Golf Digest Challenge. Doug, what I'm going to do is let this go one more time in slow motion, and I'm going to begin a meticulous analysis of your swing. I do want to compliment you on your camera placement and so on. You got it at just about the right perspective as far as face on and height. Very good job. And you got your camera settings fairly decent where I can see the club in different points. So um, Doug, we're going to go ahead and I'm just going to split this into an 8-frame sequence. And the reason I like to do that is I like to just kind of break it down, and it's too hard to do too many things at once. So if we can isolate on one or two positions here, I think it would be good. So hopefully you're not going to hit anybody in the head that's not paying attention behind you there. But I'm going to focus. I'm going to go ahead and say that top left corner is number 1. Bottom left is number 8 in our sequence. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus in on number 4, which is in the top right corner here. And, you know, I think ultimately we may have a few issues here in number 7 that we can talk about as well. But let's go ahead and let's focus on getting to the top of the backswing and structure right there. So I'll break this back into a normal spot here. And what I'd like to do is just, I think visually you'll be able to see quite a bit if I just put another person up next door to you. So I'm going to put Aaron, you know what, because you're hitting a fairway wood, I'm going to use Adam Scott because this was a fairway wood that he hit. This was, I believe, at La Costa for the Match Play Championship a couple years ago. It's near where I live. So I'm going to first, let's do some comparisons. Let's say this was a fairway wood and yours was a fairway wood. So really good setup. I like the way that you're wider at the bottom than at the top. And what I mean is if I draw a line, up through your ankle joint, one of your load-bearing joints, and we go directly straight up horizontally, you're wider at the bottom than you are with your shoulders, which is great. You've got really good, and you see the same type of quality here for Mr. Scott. So we got the similar positions there. Number 2, I'm going to change the line color here. You got a great arm structure, such kind of like Mr. Scott here. Nice arm structure. So far, so good. Okay, now if we put these into motion, the software is going to try to get you boys back at impact about the same time. It might not be positioned perfectly through the whole swing, but impact should be at a similar spot. So as we go back, I'm going to freeze this at the top here. So at this point, I'm going to clear some of these lines up. At this point, I'm a little concerned with the way that you've really collapsed in through here. And you can see Adam Scott is a little bit more secure there. I'm looking like his left heel is probably on the ground. Part of this might be flexibility. You do have a nice hip turn in here, and that's easy to see. You got a good rotation there. He's got rotation here. This left arm folding concerns me a little bit. So I'm going to give you a couple things to work on here, but let's let this play out in full speed now. Let's check it out at about impact. Okay, you are about in the same spot. This is these arms folding here, Doug. This is a power leak. Okay, when you get bends in your arms and you bring your hands closer to your chest and your body, you're not supplying much leverage. If you look to the right, you can see Adam Scott there. He's got really nice extended arms. Both are straight, and the club is going straight through here. You got the club in a good spot, but we do have these bends in here, and these are power leaks. So if we can eliminate that, you're going to probably get a lot more power. Now, I'm not sure how old you are, but I'm sure that Adam Scott's younger than you, more flexible and in better golf condition, let's say. So let's keep it real simple for you, Doug. Let's split this out again. Let's clear this up. I think there's a great drill that you can do. And Number one, I want you to picture that you've got maybe a basketball or an exercise ball or something between your knees, or practice that way. And you want to keep your knees about the same flex as they are when they start. Number two, if I put a little highlight around this left heel, or your right heel, yeah, left heel, pardon me, I want you to try to keep that grounded when you swing. It looks like you're all the way at the back of the mat there, but make practice swings keeping your left heel grounded. That will serve as an anchor. As soon as it comes up right here, you can see your heel comes up. It's a release point. It allows this left knee to shift more to the left than it needs to. And hard to tell from this angle, but oftentimes people will get this right hip over rotated behind them too much. And it's ineffective coil. Coil is effective in the golf swing when we get the hips, the shoulders against the hips, against the knees. As soon as your structure in your knees fails, we can't turn effectively on the top. So Doug, that's what I think we should try. As far as on the way down, you know, all you can do at this point, you've got good width here. Try to keep your hands as far away from your chest as you can. So if you imagine you've got this distance here, try to turn and keep that distance consistent. You still got it here, and at the very end we get a little fold. So, you know, I think you'd be, you know, you're really good at straightening it out right here. I think you'd be better off, Doug, to go with a shorter, wider swing than trying to get the club to parallel. If trying to get it to parallel is making you collapse on the bottom and fold at the top, it's completely inefficient. So Doug, let's advance this down to impact one more time. I think getting the width, keeping the width, is going to help you be more strong here at impact too. Okay, Doug, thanks so much for sending your video in. Here's some contact info if you want to give me any feedback. I am in California, so be aware of the time change if necessary. One more time, full speed. Thanks, Doug, for participating in the Golf Digest Challenge. Good luck to you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.